Hi guys, welcome to our Springbok Captains Media Conference. We've got Captain Salmaan Moerat and Assistant Coach Mzwandile Stick. Guys, please just the usual, raise your hands for questions and then one question at a time, and then we will get off to Africa. We don't do Afrikaans all that much, so it goes at the end.
Only also do close.
First question, Leeton.
Hello, Z. Thank you very much. Hi, Stalker. Hi, Moon. Hope you guys are good. Moon, just for you, please. You guys had a split week of training in Buenos and then back at the place you are going to play in. Just how has that worked for you guys? Do you feel you're really accustomed to both sides of what Argentina will give you this week?
Hi, Leighton. Yeah, I think we've had a very good prep up until now. We started a bit earlier in Stellenbosch, so we had Thursday and the Friday over there. So obviously we had that leeway of having a couple of days. Then we got into Buenos Aires, had a very good 3 days. Then we traveled on the Wednesday afternoon, landed here Wednesday evening, settled in nicely. The hotel's really good. So we're really looking forward to it. We got our captain's run today just for that last bit of detail. But other than that, I thought it was a very good week.
Guys, please raise your hands for questions. Michael?
Yes, for Salmaan. Can you please tell us a bit about your relationship with Eben Etzebeth? Has he been an inspiration to you as a player and like that?
Yeah, so when I started at the Union at the Stormers and Western Province, Eben was obviously there. I had the privilege of playing a couple of games with him. And yeah, I think it's just a testament to the person that he is and the player that he is on the field. And most importantly, the person that he is off the field, the milestone that he's about to reach. And I think the one thing that stands out for me is probably his consistency and his ability to perform week in, week out. And it's not just the average performance, it's a world-class performance each and every week. And I think that's something that we as, I'd say, younger players can learn from him. And as a squad can learn from him. I think he carries himself really well and he's a leader of men.
Questions, guys? Dylan?
Thanks, Zina. Hi, Coach Stick. Hi, Salmaan. Hope you're both well. Coach, New Zealand, Argentina have obviously set a few headlines with their win in New Zealand and that big victory over the Wallabies. What sort of particular improvements have you noticed about them since Contepomi took over this year?
Yeah, the quality side, and the nice thing about now currently having Contepomi as the head coach, I think he knows the right buttons where to press when it comes to their players. He's an Argentinian legend in the game, and we know they're very, very passionate people, and they take pride in what they do as a country, and I think Contepomi is getting the right balance in the sense of pressing the right buttons to get the best out of them, not only just emotional. I think tactically the way they approach, the way they're playing, the style of play when they keep the ball in hand, they're very, very dangerous side. So yeah, once again, they are a very, very good side. And it shows, if you look at the results, if on a day you're not at your best, they will punish you, to win against the All Blacks away from home in New Zealand. That's a massive achievement for them. And not only once, they've done it in the past. So it shows the quality of the side they are, on a good day, they can punish anyone. So the second half of this, Australia, the last game, where they put 60 points against them. So yeah, but once again, we're also on our side. We've got our goals. We're well prepared for this game. Salmaan touched on it earlier on. We also had 2 extra days in Stellenbosch where we could install some of the things that we wanted to implement in this game, So yeah, we're looking forward to the challenge, and also in a new place, Santiago del Estero. Yeah, it's going to be interesting challenge, but yeah, I think we're up for it.
Questions, guys? Peter?
Salmaan, for you as captain, how pressurized is this match, knowing that you can win the rugby championship that side, but also knowing just how good the Argentinians were in their last couple of matches?
Ethan, absolutely. I think we all know it's a massive game for us. It's but not only for us, for the Argentinians as well. I think it's been a couple of years, or maybe the first time since both teams are in the running for the championship. So that says a lot. And we'll know that they will be desperate. Their quality side, like Coach Tucker said, well coached side, and they've got a good identity, and they know what they want to do, and they know what they're all about. But for us, I think it's yet another milestone when we play on Saturday. So for us, it's to really play well and to get the performance ultimately. I don't think we'll think about the end result, but really just our process and to do what we trained all week. If we do that and we stick to plan, I think it will be a good day. But we are ready for them. We are wary of what they can bring, and it's gonna be a massive occasion.
Thanks, Zina. Coach Stick, just wanted to get your thoughts on Jaden Hendricks. Obviously, he made his return in the previous game, in that game in Cape Town. What are you hoping to? How has he looked firstly, and what are you hoping to see from him when he comes off the bench again tomorrow?
Yeah, Jaden has been with us for the past couple of years. He won the World Cup for us. And we know what he can do, and for him to be back on the field in Cape Town, and you saw the impact that he had in that game, whenever there was an opportunity for him to pull the trigger when it comes to finding the space behind New Zealanders, and he was very sharp to execute. And that's the quality of the player he is, he's a very, very smart kid. And we know he's got a proper head over his shoulders, and a very disciplined boy. Works very hard, and I was happy to see him back on the field, and he's in good shape, So that's one thing about him. What you see is what you get. He's a good kid, and he works very hard. So hopefully things will keep getting better for him. And yeah, it's good to see him back on the field. And once again, I know it's gonna take the whole match 23, to win the game, because of, if you look at the Argentinian side also, what they've got also on the bench. I think they've also got a massive impact off the bench, So yeah, I think Jaden, quality player, and I'm just happy to see him back on the field, and he's in his good shape. So yeah, excited to see him tomorrow.
Thanks, Zina. How's it, Stocker? How's it, Salmaan?
Awesome.
Stocker, before the season started, you guys would have sort of laid out, you as a coaching and management group would have laid out your goals for the season. Now you obviously coming towards the end of that first section before you break, before the November internationals. How has the team progressed towards those goals, in the way that you started evolving your game and blooding in the youngsters? And what are you guys still hoping to get out of these last two games, before you break ahead of the November section?
Yeah, Ross, I think beginning of the season, with the new coaching staff and the new personnel in our coaching team, all we wanted to do was to make sure that we keep developing our game and keep improving on how we want to play. And everyone can see it's clear the impact that Jerry and Tony has in the way we play, and if you look at defense again in Cape Town against the All Blacks and you don't concede any tries, that's a massive thing, playing against the All Blacks, and also the style of play now for more especially when we are attacking, you can see the impact that Tony does have in our system, So I think goal number one for us is always to make sure that we keep on winning and keep on improving in the way we want to play, And one thing that I enjoy, I always say to people, listen, when we talk about transformation, it's not only just black and white. If you look now in South Africa currently, I think even a 60-year-old lady, they're all interested to see how the Boks they're going to go, everyone wants to find out what time are the Boks playing. Everyone is interested in the game. I think we're getting also more followers and supporters back at home, and that is exactly what we need. We just want to keep on growing our game and also making sure that we also put our country in a better place, and I know it's tough week in, week out for the players to pitch up on the day, but once again, I think we get motivation from the impact that it does in our country, So, yeah, it's going to be a massive one. And when it comes to our goals, I think we are getting there, the most important thing for us, if we can keep on winning. And I know it's going to be tough against the Argentinian side at home in Argentina. They're very, very passionate, like I said, and there's a lot of similar things between them and us and how they do things and how they go about with their business, And yeah, I think I'm actually happy with where they are currently as a team. I think people must give them respect they deserve. I think they've earned it. They've worked hard for it, to be able to every year to pitch in against the All Blacks, pitching against the Springboks, pitching against Australia, and being able to get results now even away from home. We struggled when we played against them at Ellis Park. I remember that game. I think it was 2 years back. They are very, very quality side. So if you don't really give them respect, they will punish you. So I think the key thing for us, we had to make sure that we prepare well. And I think if we pitch up tomorrow, hopefully the results will be on our side also. Yes,
sir. Thank you very much. Good morning to you guys outside. Plastic, how are you guys dealing with the challenge of the weather there in Santiago del Estero? It's forecast to be 37 degrees tomorrow, and it's been quite hot all week that side.
I think it's good for us people that are overweight. I probably lost already 2 kgs here. It's very humid. It's very hot. Yesterday it was 40 degrees. And probably on tomorrow there will be 37, And one thing that was nice in our preparations when we also in Buenos Aires, it was, I think on the Monday and the Tuesday sessions was very, very hot and challenging for us as a team, But once again, I think the players have adapted very well. So the conditions are very challenging, but once again, a lot of these players have played in Kimberley, a lot of the players have played in Brakpan, and so a lot of our players are used to these conditions. A lot of players also coming from Durban, if you think about the being humidity, it's going to be challenging. Probably the ball will be a bit wet, but again, I think we're well prepared to handle everything, all the challenges that we're going to face in them.
Stocker, a few guys in the team this week, the match 23, that they've been in the box setup for the last 2 years, but they've been largely on the fringes this season so far. You got Marnie Labok, who's going to be coming off the bench, Marco van Staden and Thomas du Toit, who are starting. What are you guys hoping to see out of those Oaks in terms of, how they've probably got less game time than they would have hoped, but in terms of making an impact?
Yeah, Ross, I think as a coaching staff, we've done a lot of research when it comes to in the past, as a team has been inconsistent. Sometimes we play well 1 week and then the following week, and then we deep down when it comes to our performance. And that I have to compliment now Rasi, the way he's handling things, where he always keeps everyone excited, for the opportunity, And a lot of these players that are getting opportunity, like you've mentioned now, Marco van Staden, we know he's been with us, and every time he gets an opportunity, he's never let us down, And a lot of these players have been waiting for their opportunity. So I'm excited, and to show the trust in them. I think that's what we need if you want to build a strong squad, for the future, if you go into 2027. I think the more trust we show in them, I think the better it is for us as a team. And also, like a guy like Salmaan Moerat, every time he gets an opportunity to lead the team, and he always lead by example, and that is one thing that I enjoy about the environment that Rasi has created for these players, and the belief and the trust that we show in them. And a lot of them actually, they deserve also these opportunities. A guy like Libok, we've won the World Cup with him, and then week in, week out, even when he's not in the team, he's always there to support Sasha. He's always there to support Henry, and that's one thing that I enjoy about our environment at the moment, Even if you're not in the match 23, guys, they do contribute, you know. For example, a guy like Thomas Tutoy, everyone knows that world-class player, you know, every time he gets an opportunity, always brings that massive impact, physicality. And then for them to get an opportunity again to play against Argentina away from home, which is a game that we probably treat like a final, you know, because remember, Argentina also still playing, still in the competition, you know, and yeah, I'm excited to see those guys, you know, and hopefully all of them will do well tomorrow.
Are there any further English questions before we move over?
And I have one more for Salmaan.
Good, Ross.
Thanks, Ina. Salmaan, how big of a confidence booster has this season been for you internationally? You know, after making your debut a few years ago, I think it was 2022 against Wales, if I'm not mistaken, you know, you didn't get too many chances. You were in a very packed department, and injuries also sort of curtailed your chances there. But this season, you know, you've had quite a few more games, and Rassie has really backed you in terms of, you know, giving you the captaincy reins as well. So has that really given you a lot of confidence going forward and sort of given you bigger goals now to push forward to?
Yeah, Ross, I think, yeah, absolutely. To answer your question, I think it's, yeah, you touched on it nicely. It's been a couple of years down the line now. It's been patchy, it's been rough with injuries, but it's really nice to know that the coaches do acknowledge you, and they've got confidence in you, and I think that's something that I can carry with me. And then just in terms of goals, I think it's just to really play well. First of all, I think if I do that, then half my job would be done, and then just to take it from there. I think once coaches show trust in you, I think it's a massive responsibility to perform, and to show them that you are worthy of it.
Who's up? Daniso?
Thank you. Plastic, bekhe wayithetha umqeqeshi uRassie ukuba ugxilisa uzawuba phaa ingxenye ke yabaqeqeshi. Makha ucacisele ukuba uyiva njani loo nto, nakhona ibaluleke kanjani ukuba nifake abadlali kulaa msebenzi woqeqesha bawubona umdlalo ngenye indlela.
I think Kanyiso ibalulekile kakhulu abadlali ba-understande indlela si-operate ngayo singabaqeqeshi, yabona, nendlela i-decisions esizenza ngazo xa sikwi-coaches box, yabona. Uzukhumbule kaloku njengosiya njengomkhokheli wethu, yabona, ngoyena mfana sometimes where xa kufuneka sitshintshe ii-decisions, usiya is one of the key guys on the field, you know, to implement ezaa decisions sizenzayo singabaqeqeshi. So kubalulekile sithi make sure xa sifumane i-opportunity, yakhumbula nakwi-World Cup uDwayne sesukuyohlala kwi-coaches box yethu, yabona, and now uyambona uDwayne is the one who's roaming around the field, and we understand about indlela esenza ngazo izinto ne-decision esizithathayo sometimes kwi-coaches box. So I think ibalulekile nosiya ayifumane la experience, yabona, because ekugqibeleni ngumkhokheli wethu, and ubalulekile kule system yethu. And the fact that usiya, even though he's not in a match 23, atravelishe with the team and is there to support Salmaan as a leader and to contribute to the team, and it's been good apha kuthi etimini iveki yonke, and the spirit sakhe yeyona nto ndiyithandayo ngayo. Even if akayekho kwi-match 23, usiya is always giving everything kwi-country yakhe, kwi-Springbok team. Ndiyayithanda nje i-energy yakhe around the system yethu, yabona. So kubalulekile Kanyiso akwazi nayo ifumana la experience, abone indlela esenza ngazo izinto kwi-coaches box. I-input yakhe ibalulekile kakhulu. Once again, singabaqeqeshi, but kodwa ke uzukhumbula abantu abadlalayo ebaleni aba-understandayo the feeling eyenzekayo phakathi ebaleni, osiya bane-experience. So kubalulekile nathi uba sithi get i-information kuye uzasinceda nathi kulaa coaches box yethu.
Ibaluleke kanjani uba niphange kulo mdlalo wangomso, Plastic, ngoba kaloku niyafuna lo mdlalo leveki izayo ibe ngumdlalo ke eniwongwa kuwo, kodwa ke kuze ke loo nto yenzeke funeke niqabelise umsebenzi kolo cala. Ibaluleke njani neqela ke lithinjiweyo ukuba niphumelele, niphinde nibonakalise le nkqubela phambili yenziwa nini ke ningabaqeqeshi?
Ibalulekile kakhulu Khanyiso, uzikhumbule kaloku iqela le-Argentina nalo they still in the competition to win le nto i-rugby championship, so bazaza ngamandla kakhulu. Ndiyabavuyela kule ndawo bakuyo. Uzikhumbule kaloku uba kudala bemane besokola kweminye iminyaka, bemane befinisha last kule nto i-rugby championship. For now to go to the last two games, bona they still got a chance to win the competition. And yeyona nto ndivuyelayo lona, abantu banike iqela le-Argentina respect yabo, yabona, because basebenza kakhulu ebunzimeni. Uzikhumbule i-players zabo kaloku zidlala all over around the world, yabona. So for Conte to akwazi umanager udibanisa iqela lakhe badlale le ndlela badlala ngayo, I think bayayideserve respect yabo. So kubalulekile ukuthi Khanyiso sithi make sure uba le nto benithethile kuqala uba nathi sifuna uimprove indlela esidlala ngayo, and we always want to make sure that we siyawina tata, because yazi uba ibalulekile kakhulu kwabalandeli bethu eMzantsi Afrika, yabona. So I think uba sinokwazi ukuphumelela lo mdlalo ingasibeka endaweni entle kakhulu, because if bangaba siphumelela lo mdlalo, i-competition will be in the bag for us, and then to go back at home, you know, knowing that ba sizabe sizi-champions, I think izabe into especial for abalandeli bethu. And uzikhumbule eMbombela, the last time sidlala phaya against the All Blacks, the occasion was something else. It was very special on Khanyiso. A lot of people, they traveled to go to watch that game in Bombela. The vibe and the energy, I think they carried us through Black games at the All Blacks. So kubalulekile tata ba siwuphumelele lo mdlalo, izasibeka endaweni enhle kakhulu loo nto nabalandeli bethu eMzantsi Afrika, sithi make sure uba sibenza babe happy futhi.
Ndisathetha ke ngalo mdlalo ke Plastic, nisibhaqane kwindawo apho umsebenzi wenu nguye ke ozanibonakalisa abanebelela phi kwiminyaka edlulileyo naku-2022 ngulo uzekelisa ngaye. Nathi nifike eThekwini, naninexhala ukuba funeke nijonge uba i-All Blacks zenze ntoni njalo njalo. Kulona kumdlalo nakulo eveki ilandelayo into ime kuni uba nihambe nimephi. Inikhula kangakanani na nto yokuba ichomekeke kuni kule game, afuneke nimane nijonge emva kwenu?
Khanyiso, besenditshilo phambili ba iqela le-Argentina, uzukhumbula abadlali abaninzi phaa kwelaa qela ne sebesukuyodlala eMzantsi Afrika. Ukhumbule ngezamini zeVodacom Cup back in the days, yabona, zePampas. So abanye abo badlali abadlala phambili basuka kulaa background, so baya-understand indlela esenza ngayo singabadlali baseMzantsi Afrika. And then also on the other side, they've got players esisuka kwi-sevens, yabona, kwi-background ye-sevens. So a lot of these players baya-understand indlela esenza ngayo izinto iqela le-Springboks. And le nto bendisitsho uba ndiyabavuyela kwindawo bekuyo, because ndiyayazi, I normally chat now and then with the coaching staff yabo, and you can see where they want to go as a team, yabona. So bona to be able to go to the last two games still having a chance to win, uphumelela i-competition, yinto noko I think abantu funeka babanike respect yabo, and I think nabo as a team, I think they need to be proud of what they've achieved, you know, to uhamba bahambe bayodlala neNew Zealand baphumelele babethe iNew Zealand, and uzibone nescore basibeke kwi-Australia, kubonakalisa bona Khanyiso, on a good day bangaba you're not at your best, bazakupanisha wona tata, yabona. So kubalulekile ukuthi njengoba usomentionile negame nala midlalo sasidlala nabo before eThekwini nase-Ellis Park, sasokola kakhulu phaa because of, again, le nto bendithetha ngayo abadlali abane-passion, yabona, abadlali abane-passion and physicality bayakwazi ukuthi bring on a day, yabona. So kubalulekile nathi ukuthi make sure uba we pitch up kakuhle tomorrow with the right mindset, yabona na Khanyiso. And I think if angaba sifocus nje kindlela esifuna be playing ngayo, maybe we might have a chance to win the game. But otherwise, if we're not at our best, siyazi kaloku iqela le-Argentina liyakwazi uba lispanishe nabo. So kubalulekile sithi pitch up tomorrow, the mindset right.
That it goes. Everybody happy?